And hello and welcome to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, the no throne cicerone. And welcome back to the stream, folks. Very happy to have you here today. We are once again into a retro Rathskeller corner of the stream, and we will be playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. At the very least, the version from the Game Boy Advance version. Thank you once again for sharing this evening with us tonight. Right off at the top of the program, let's call it a program. Oh, by the way, I guess I forgot to introduce my fearless companion, Churro, who happens to be just a little bit EP. He will be joining us for this stream. This won't be too long of a stream, whatever the case. But yeah, I did want to say I apologize for having missed Friday's stream. On Fridays, I tend to stream my long stream. And unfortunately, number one, at the top of the morning, I just found myself overwhelmed with the number of chores that I had to complete. Among those being the dreaded taxes of 2024. And then, right as I was about getting ready to stream, unfortunately, I was called into action. I had to go pick up. I had to do an emergency pickup. Let's leave it at that. And unfortunately, I had to drop everything, and yeah, it just wasn't going to happen. I had the vague idea of potentially streaming on late Saturday night, but you know what? Saturday night went there, and I was just dead tired, as they say. But you know what? It's a new week. It's time to start things afresh. It's time to try things out one more time, because that is what we do here at the Ales and Fails stream. We try things, and even though we keep failing, you know what? We got a good heart about it, and we're gonna keep at it. So yeah, that's at the top of the card here. Let's go ahead and talk about what's on tap today. And of course, we've been having some dry Wednesdays. We try to do non-alcoholic drinks on Wednesday. Today is no different. We've got another showing from our friends at Bravis. And of course, let's turn on the Ales cam for a second. There we go. And by friends, of course, I suggest that this is a one-sided relationship. They are actually not my friends, but I wish they were. This is a Bravis Brewing Golden Light Beer, and I believe I've had this one before. This is a Golden Light Beer, and it is one of the most basic ale types. Before we actually talk about what this is, let's kind of just enjoy the can artwork design. I tend to think that non-alcoholic beers have relatively simple can artwork, and this one is no different. It's really just an orange background with a yellow stripe. Very solid colors, nothing too particularly interesting to talk about. It's just what you see. What you see is what you get. Now, what exactly is a golden ale, you might be wondering to yourself. And welcome Jurassic. How are you doing this fine evening? Thank you so much for popping in. I'm doing okay. Just first stream of the week, just trying to get into the rhythm of things, as they say. Here's hoping that you had an awesome Wednesday, though. So, Wednesday. I suggest that it is Wednesday, but I actually do not know. But yeah, thank you so much for popping in. So a golden ale is one of the most basic types of ales. And really what it is kind of like a cousin to a pale ale, in the sense that both start out by using pale malts for the brewing process. The main difference that I find is that pale ales tend to be a little more, I want to say maybe a little yellowish, a little more wan in color, whereas golden ales, of course, are a little bit more golden. The other big difference is whereas golden ales tend to be a little bit sweeter, pale ales tend to be a little more bitter. And so, of course, you've got a strong dichotomy there. Not to suggest that either one of them is a better, more complex brew. It's simply where the tree starts branching out at that particular juncture. Golden ales tend to be relatively drinkable. I want to say 4 to 5% alcohol if this were not a non-alcoholic beer. I want to say medium body, some taste of like fresh bread with them. So yeah, that's kind of what a golden ale is. The ins and outs of golden aledom. Before we actually taste this, Let's actually go ahead and see what Untapped has to say on this particular beer. Let's go over here. Let's turn off the ales cam for just a hot minute. Just a hot minute, not a cold minute, of course. And here we go, 0.5% alcohol by volume, that is still considered non-alcoholic. With all the flavorful craft brews we make, it was time for a good old-fashioned light ale. Crisp and clean with a touch of biscuit, malt, sweetness, this approachable brew tastes so much like one of those light beers from the big guys. You will find it hard to believe it is non-alcoholic. Only 65 calories, can you imagine that? Had it been 70 calories, I would have said, nah. 65, that's good. That's like $9.99. Let's go ahead and actually taste this thing and see what that's like. So yeah, here's hoping that everyone's been having a solid day. This is actually the end of my work week, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's been, oh my gosh, and there it goes. I kind of had a feeling that it was gonna burst as soon as I opened it. There was a hefty amount of fizziness coming out. Unfortunately, my eyes did not deceive me today. One of those classic ales fails. Try one more time. And of course that awakened the churro. Whenever you have a super fizzy can, it's one of two things. One reason is that during transport it got shaken up, or while you were putting away it got shaken up. And then the other reason is you've just kept it for way too long. At this point, I feel like it might be the latter. But yeah, as you can see, it's a relatively golden beer. Kind of nice. It's got a nice golden hue about it. In terms of a nose, soft, sweet. Once again, kind of just like this warm bread nose. Some slight roasted notes as well. Nothing too strong. Again, that's very sweet. Famanel, dear viewer, thank you so much for popping in today. So delicious. I want to say it's got a slight tinge of hop character to it, but nothing particularly strong. Very sweet malts. It's almost like a tea. I want to say it's like a tea. If you were to like tell me, can you combine the flavors of like a nice green tea and like some soft bread? This is kind of where you would land. It's nice, it's gentle. I want to say maybe like a 2 out of 5 in terms of body composition. Nothing particularly too strong. Slight pine resin, which is how I generally detect my hop flavors. Definitely an American hop. And yeah, kind of just like this nice malty taste about it. I enjoy it, it's quite nice. Bravis always does a good job. Let's go ahead and actually rank this thing. Turn off the else cans for a second. And a 3 stars seems like a solid rating for us. Cheers, we got it. And check that out, the Bay Area Brew Festival is back. Guess who's not going to be there? But yeah, that is what we will be enjoying tonight. With that, I don't know that there's too much more to say. Last time we were playing this game, we actually made it all the way to the Eastern Palace and actually completed it. So, and then we got the Pegasus boots from Sahas Ra-la-la-la-la-la. And so we'll continue the adventure from there. Once again, I haven't played this game in over a decade, so I don't remember too much. I am actually using a checklist to make sure that I don't lose anything. I want to make sure that this is a 100% completionist run. But yeah, with all that, let's go into Hyrule with The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And let's turn on the audio. And if my mouse were to work, that would be a nice thing. Ba-da-da. Let's lower the sound just a bit. Do-do-do. Okay, and I think we're good. I think we're good, folks. Now, let me go get my controller. As you might recall, I'm using the Switch Pro controller, which of course became inactive because I didn't touch it for about an hour. That is generally how long it takes me to prep a run. Oh dear. what what is happening? Okay, stop the presses. We gotta go back, Marty. Let's go back to intermission. Okay, welcome Spectrum. Thank you so much for the generous raid. That is definitely unexpected. How are you doing? What? Do tell. Were you playing? Let me go ahead and do this one. Of course, Spectrum is an esteemed community member. Anybody who's watching on my end, kindly give them a follow. Spectrum also happens to be an excellent musician. And they were last playing special events. What kind of special events were you playing? Thank you very much for the follow, by the way. That's very generous of you. Oh, wait a second. That wasn't a follow. The Fool, hello. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's awesomely kind of you. Thank you so much for popping in today. But yeah, where was I with this thing? Let me try and greet everyone. Aggressively okay gaming. Thank you so much for popping in with Spectrum. Huami, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Pyro Exeme. Let me know if that's how that goes. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope you had a beautiful Wednesday. And Spectrum, of course, man of the hour. How are you doing today? Thank you so much. The Fool, once again, welcome. We celebrated 4 years of affiliation. Wow, congratulations, Spectrum. That is excellent. Has it only been 4 years? You know, I don't know that we've ever actually talked about your lore, like how long you've been streaming or anything like that. But certainly, happy 4 years of affiliate anniversary. And you know what? Here's to 4 more, at least. At least give us 4 more years, Spectrum. I beg you. And made some music and chilled. I love that that's how you generally like to finish your streams, by the way. That's really awesome. Thank you very much for welcoming the Raiders, Jurassic. Let me just say a little bit about myself before I completely forget who I am. So I am Ailes. I am sometimes a PNG streamer whenever it's very late at night. Most of the time I'm a camera streamer. But don't worry, you're not missing much. I'm not much to look at. I've generally got my trusty friend with me, Churro, who is a corgi. As you can see him in the little camera in the corner over there. He's a little bit sleepy. It's kind of his sleeping time, but there he goes. He's kind of awake. He loves the attention. And yeah, I want to say I'm a retro-focused streamer, though I will sometimes play modern games as well. The one other thing that we do around here, of course, is we always have an ale with us. And today, we've got a non-alcoholic beer from Bravis, and it is a golden light beer. So, cheers to you all. Thank you so much for popping in tonight. Alright, let's see this. And let me go back over here. I've been through the ringer, I guess. 1 Bachelor's of Science in streaming. Hey, you know what? At this point, you might just well have gone for the doctorate, Spectrum. Let's stop being so humble. Let's see. Facts indeed. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for popping in. Of course, I know that streaming is hard work, and I understand that even people who are viewing might need a stretch break. So please, if you need to go, if you need to rest, if you need to eat, please feed yourself. Listen to your body. Please go. Don't feel like you need to hang around here. Don't hang around here for old ales. I'm only getting older. Thank you so much, everyone, for popping in. This is wonderful. This is, as I like to say, mellifluous. But yeah, thank you so much. Oh, I guess I pronounced it correct. Thank you so much, Pyro Exeme. I might be unable to repeat that correctly every single time. But yeah, thank you so much for popping in. Let's go back to live screen. Let's go back to live. So yeah, today we are playing A Link to the Past, which, if I recall correctly, happens to be Spectrum's favorite The Legend of Zelda, 2D Zelda at the very least. Pyro is fine. I like it, Pyro. Kind of sounds like one of the American Gladiators. I believe their name was Pyro too. Some Spectrum lore. I wrote a sonata called Mellifluous Dream. what's the word that I'm trying to say? That certainly has some bars, as I say. I like it. I like it. I will have to. I don't know if it's one of the tunes that you have available on your YouTube channel, but perhaps I might look for it. But yeah, we're playing a Link to the Past. This is, I want to say, maybe our third session. A third session might be where we are. We just beat the Eastern Palace, but we didn't actually beat the palace. We beat the Armless Knights. But yeah, we completed that, and we just got the Pegasus boots. I haven't played this game in over a decade, so there's a lot of things that I don't necessarily recall. So bear with me. Bear with me as the right to arm bears. Whew, okay. Oh yeah, and like I said, we just got the boots, literally. And of course, Sahasrara is over here. An item that shall aid you is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Go find it. Sounds like a plan. So we're going to east of Lake Hylia. If we pull up our map, we actually have to step out. Well, actually, I totally forgot one thing. I do have a question of the night that I like to use as an icebreaker. Do you know any other languages? Feel free to let me know. Or feel free to forever hold your peace. I myself, if you can't tell from my very iconic accent, from the way that I speak monotone, I am actually Hispanic and I speak Spanish. So there's that. Let's go ahead and pin that and feel free to answer. And there it goes. I took Italian in school, had some Spanish in there, and been trying to learn Japanese, but I'm far off. Hey, you know what? As long as you're trying, you'll probably get there, Spectrum. It's all about that, just keeping those brain muscles going and heading in the right direction, right? I know that there is something to be said about learning a language very early on in life, but that doesn't mean that you can't, with the right amount of exercise in that language, that you can't eventually get to where you want to be. And by the way, yeah, I know that you said that you had some Italian blood in you, and I'm assuming that that's part of the reason why you learned Italian. One of the things that I really like about those languages in Europe, the romance languages, as they say, is that if you know one, you kind of know the other ones. I remember there was one time that I was in Germany. Now try to follow along with this. I was once in Germany, and specifically Berlin. We were at a hotel, Lake Hylia. Okay, so we're going down in an earlier round, and the person at the hotel lobby obviously did not speak English. We needed to ask them about something, and so we saw that there was this I want to say couple who apparently knew, I'm pretty sure it was Italian. So they knew Italian. They were able to speak to this German person, and so they were able to get whatever information they needed. And so I saw that we needed to talk to this individual, and I was like, well, I feel like if I know enough, if with some Spanish, I can probably like get a message across. And yeah, I tried it. The person was very quizzical about the inquiry, but we were able to reach our goal, which was to ask about well, I even forget what it's called. I think it was maybe room service or something like that. It was a hotel. But yeah, so they're similar languages. Let's see, the problem with me in Spanish is that I mix it up with Italian all the time. Yeah, and I know that happens. So obviously I don't know Italian. I don't know a lick of it. But what I do know, I want to say maybe, let's say a level 2. I know some French. And so sometimes that it is difficult to differentiate that from Spanish. Yeah, I think it's a little bit at least. Yeah, so it's kind of fun how that goes. Differences between the Latin-derived languages and, for example, the Anglo-Saxon languages like English, German, and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you for answering the question of the night. I wish I had some stream-related currency to give you, Spectrum. But you will have to just settle with my endless admiration and respect. That's okay, just happy to hang. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spectrum. Very, very kind of you, like I said. Oh, come on. Okay, so we were trying to head south to Lake Hylia. But I feel like while we're here, we might as well do some exploring. Like Dora the Explorer. Dora la Exploradora. I don't think that I've actually made it this far out anyways. I have been learning basic French via Duolingo for fun. So here's a question for you, Jurassic, if you're so kind. Do you feel like Duolingo is a good learning tool? I have often heard a number of my, let's say, acquaintances suggest that it is actually very effective. I've never tried it myself, but at the very least, it's received good rapport from some people. I think Duolingo is useful, but shouldn't be the sole learning utility. I think that makes sense, right? Ultimately, at the end of the day, if you want something to teach you a language, you know, there's very few things that can replace, like, you know, living at the location and like having to fend for yourself. Like, that would probably be, what is it called, the immersion route. But you know, every little bit helps, right? I try to pretend to learn Japanese with anime, but of course that's not really helping. What is the other one? Like, there's obviously there's Rosetta Stone, which is more of a, I think it's more like coursework than anything else. And then there was something else, I forget exactly what. Why did they have to bounce? Get them before they get you. That's what I always say. The best kind of defense is offense, somebody said. I don't think that's bombable. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. Agreed. It is good for word recognition, but it doesn't replace formal learning. But you know, you gotta get your start somewhere, right? I think that it is good to pursue something like that, because once again, it kind of just gets the brain gears working, and at the very least, you get to learn some good vocabulary while you're at it. So my utmost respect for these pursuits. Okay, so let's go down to Lake Hylia and find this cave that Sahasrara has suggested exists. I will soothe your wounds and comfort your weariness. Close your eyes and relax. And of course, even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate the consumption of pure, healthy water, the element which brings life. Not only does it help you stay hydrated and regulate your metabolics, but also stave off the deleterious effects of ingesting alcohol. Good times, good times. Let me fix the Ales cam for just a second. That's a bit better. Okay. You know, and I think at this point I've gotten used to the fact that Link, why can't I think I just need to use my boomerang, right? Where's my boomerang button? That's not it. There you go. For some reason I forgot that sub-weapon is mapped to A. What was I talking about? I've almost just made my peace with the fact that Link, has a young Link's voice. I almost don't notice it anymore. Not necessarily bad, it's just an odd choice. Ooh, big money. Well, we definitely can't go down there because obviously we will drown. Oh, and that's a mine. Mr. Mine. So I'm sure everyone is probably excited about that Nintendo Direct tomorrow. I was trying to think what else Nintendo has up their sleeves at this point. It doesn't seem like... I feel like at this point they probably should have pulled all the stops and not have anything more to reveal, but I guess what do I know? I think Sahasrella said east of Lake Hylia, so I'm assuming maybe around these parts. Which means we gotta go down here and then go all the way down over there. Let's see what we find. Let's try to be safe about it. Let's do the safety dance. Go away. A boomerang, of course, the most trusty weapon of them all. Oh gosh. The shield, it does nothing. You know, maybe it's my fault because I'm actually trying to get them. Why do I have to be such a aggressive individual? That's something I often wonder. Oh, come on. What? Well, that was a fool's errand. No. Yeah, and I'm about to get toasted. Toasted Buster. Actually, I wonder, I haven't gone back to Link's house since the event. I wonder if there's anything there now. What is up with that sparkle? Is that a mirror location? I wonder. Let's interact. Alright, oh, wait a second. Oh, it's like one of those coin blocks from Super Mario. Oh, that's it. Lake Hylia. Okay. I don't know that we've been here. Boom, Ben. Oh, wait a second. This is just another fortune teller, isn't it? You look like you might have an interesting destiny. May I tell your fortune? I'll make it cheap. Nope. I do not gamble. I am not possessed by gambler. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. I thought I had at the very least 2 or 3 hearts. I don't know what was that. What was that about? Serenity now. Serenity now. Watch out for danger. Okay, there's nothing here, of course. So we gotta go around. Ooh, what is this? Oh, it's just a shop. May I help you? Select the thing you like. Press the R button. Prices are as marked. You know, unfortunately, I don't know if the proper term is unfortunately, but certainly unfortunately, we cannot steal like in Link's Awakening. That is of course the one thing that Link's Awakening is better at, stealing. Ay. Okay, so Link's house is right over there. Let's go check it out before we go down south. Oh wow. Did anybody see that? My can of beer just moved by itself. That was a bit creepy. I'm gonna clip that after this. Oh, would you go away? For some reason, just because... Maybe it must be the gravity around my house. Of course, gravity being 9.81 meters per second squared. So unfortunately, nothing particularly useful here anymore. Okay. Well, it's nice to revisit the old haunts, but unfortunately there's very little to do here, actually. You know, now that I think about it, I haven't been using my boots. We are going down this way. Run. Run, Barry, run. Whoa. What is all this? Uh-huh. Okay, let's find a safe spot for a moment. I need some brief respite. Hello, Ailes. Just got you in the car while I drive home. Can listen but not reply. Hey, thank you so much for popping in, Stony. Please drive safely. Don't feel like that you have to respond to anything. I just appreciate the fact that you popped in. And of course, what would I be? Where would I be? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? But what would I do if I didn't go ahead and shout out esteemed community member Stony Classics, who's a retro-focused streamer. And last they were playing Bloodborne. Whenever you are safe, I would love to hear how that campaign is going. But yeah, definitely check them out. I love to hang out there, particularly for the WWE-inspired evenings, which are always a lot of fun. But yes, check them out. Oh, come on. We were just doing something nice. We were talking about a nice person. Why do you have to attack me? Okay, we got some arrows for my quiver. I quiver in fear. This way to the Desert of Mystery. Wow. Oh, come on. Let's go into this temple. The temple. The Legends of the Hidden Temple. Basic block solving puzzle. I think we got it. Ooh. You got some bombs. You can pick up and throw a bomb. You placed. Press the R button. That's nice, but that's not exactly what we wanted. It is not W5. W5, of course, which was what we wanted. Jump up. Pa pa. Ch ch. And we got 2 levers. No! Let's try this one first. If we can just avoid that bubble. Let's do this. Ooh, nice. Wait, what does this one do then? Oh, I see. So they were about to kill us if we didn't get the right one. Please go. Please just go. So I think this drained the moat, if I recall correctly. Ooh, look at that. Get them fish. You found a piece of heart. Wait, so how many pieces of heart do we actually have now? So we've only got 2. You know, for a second there I thought I had 3. I've actually got a... I need to... What am I trying to say? I actually need to mark these down. Overview. Heart containers. And where is this located? Sorry, just a second here. I'm actually trying to finish my checklist of things. Heart pieces. Okay. So technically we got heart piece 1. And we don't have two. I'm actually looking at the IGN guide if anybody's interested. Kakariko Village. The Thieves Hideout. I think we got that one actually. And then the last one that I thought I had. You know what? I'll look at this later. This does not make for great viewing. But yeah, at the very least, we've got two of them. What is over here? So like I said, what I wanted to do is actually go all the way to this cave over here, which is what I assume Sahasrara was talking about. Maybe. Possibly. I don't actually know. He tends to say things, and sometimes I listen and sometimes I don't. Watch out for the crabs. Last time we got the crabs, it was deadly. Ooh. Let's place a bomb right here. Okay. I wonder what will happen now. And these are tail monsters, if I recall correctly. Oh, and I won't be able to go over there unless I defeat these creatures, huh? Let's get the arrows. I hope that my aim is true. Oh, come on. Why do you do this to me? Okay, at least they take one shot. Nice, nice. This one's a bit crazy. This one is the ales of tail monsters. Come on, just take one shot, please. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, got it. Ooh, what is this gentleman up to? Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep it between us, okay? Wow. That's awfully kind for a mean-looking fella. Take some okay. He gave me all the rupees, basically. Maybe I shouldn't open this because it's just going to... I already have the max. But at the same time, if I don't get everything here, I know that I won't be coming back. They weren't all rupees anyways. Nice, some bombs. We scored some bombs, folks. Let's get out of here and find some shade. Let's put the boomerang back on. I'm honestly just fishing for hearts. For my jar of hearts. Oh my gosh, I just ate that. Oof. Wow, seriously? That was a big hit. No. So I apologize for the noise. It's gonna be a bit noisy until I find some hearts. Wow, what is that? Oh, is that like one of those Goomba paratroopers? Yeah, so this game gets a lot easier once you actually have more hearts. Unfortunately, everything just hits you hard at this point. Whoa, who is that? Oh, it's a bird. I really hope that this is worth it. No, 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 no. Okay. Is there a cave here? Yeah, there it is. Oh, thank goodness. I like that sound. And my prize lies beyond this wall. Nice. And let's get... Stop that. Let's get our bug catching net. which would be easier to get if I had a full inventory, of course. Well, at least we don't have that sound anymore. Oh, there's another door here, huh? Oh my gosh. Why do you do this to me? Ooh, where's... Can we actually push any of these? Is it just gonna tease me like this? I feel teased right now. Okay. Well, I guess we can't really do anything about this one. But I do want to try and get the next ferry. Or another fairy. Maybe if I step in and step out of the cave, I might actually be able to claim one of them. There it is. Yes. Let's keep it in a bottle. Okay, so we are safe. I wonder if saving at this particular junction does anything. Yes, let's save the game. Continue game. So maybe I'll just try and save sporadically. I have been not saving, I'll admit that. And it's because I just assume that I start off from wherever I bit the dust. But maybe that's not the case because I know that I'm missing a piece of heart that I got that I had from before. What is down here? Oh, these enemies just are so quick. Let's check the map. So we went all the way over here. We can't possibly get to the middle of Lake Hylia. So what we're gonna do is, you know what, we're gonna try and go to the desert. That is, after all, where the next pendant lies. And careful. I've often wondered what these things are supposed to be. Like, I see them and I think they're like walking plants or something like that. But then, of course, if you hit them, they shock you. So they can't just be regular plants. They've got to be something else. Ouch. Ah, safe now. Okay. So now we are in that little area where we were. Just a second here. Sorry, just enjoying some energy drink off to the side. Wednesdays happens to be the days of the week that I stream the latest. And I don't recommend anybody drinking energy drinks if they don't have to. But I find that it makes me a bit more animated. Otherwise I'd just be fooling around. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, how do we get past this? Definitely not a bug catching net. Okay, not this way. Now let me actually put the boomerang back on. Go this way. This might make a bit more sense. What is that? Was that a crab? At the very least, we can actually hit it. Hey, it's Terran! Or is it our uncle? I am just an average guy. Do not speak to me. Do not remove this sign. You know what we have to do, right? Respect their wishes. Nah. Oh, come on. Go away. Why did you take my sign? It says plain as day to just leave me alone. Sheesh. Does that mean that we're best friends now? Oh well. I wonder what's gonna happen. Is this a mechanic that was there in the first game? I wonder. I definitely don't remember it. But at the very least, now it feels like we have a real party. Like a real Final Fantasy V party, you know? You can't enter with me. What if I do it anyways? Why did you take my sign? Just leave me alone. I think I left you alone. Do as you wish. Oh wait, they're gone now. Can we enter that cave now? So was that like a lesson of morality where, hey, you shouldn't like hassle people? I wonder. You know, I think that it's funny that in this version of the game, they implemented Young Link's voice, but what they decided not to do is to include the Great Fairy's voice when you're visiting a fairy fountain. You know, the scream that is like yeah, ha 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 ha, something to that effect. Of course, if I could actually scream, it might actually do it some more justice. I've got my loaded weapon. Oh wow, it took my... Okay, 2 shots. 2 shots, everyone, 2 shots. Where am I in the desert? Okay, so the pendant is right over there. That must be the entrance to the second palace. I kinda just wanna stay away from the major areas where I might get hit. Oh my god. Why is he ready to hug you? Why is he hugging? Oh no. Okay, we made it. Whew. Wait a second. I think I remember this. This and that and this and that. So what we actually need is the book to decipher the language. And I vaguely remember where to get that book. It's in the library. To the public library, everyone. I wonder what's up here, though. Is it coming after us? Really? Is it just waiting to... There it goes. Kind of an interesting attack pattern at the very least. Oh my gosh, stop walking into the cacti! What's in here? So I actually happen to be using the control pad in the Switch Pro controller, and I can tell you right now that it's not the most reliable tool in the world. Hey, wait a second. What are you doing here? I am Agina. I sense something is happening in the Golden Land. The 7 sages sealed. This must be an omen of the great cataclysm foretold by the people of Hylian blood. The prophecy says the hero will stand in the desert holding the Book of Medora. If you have the Book of Medora... Okay, people must have seen the fact that my can of beer just moved by itself, right? It's not just me. It wasn't a one-off. Yeah, I think my house is just on a slant. But to everyone watching out there, I guess ghosts win the night. If you have the Book of Medora, you can read the language of the Hylian people. It should be in the house of books in the village. You must get it, if you are indeed the hero. You know what? He said that we must get it, and thus we must. You know, this would be a far more enjoyable conversation if I didn't have that loud beeping sound on my ears. Okay, do we ever actually talk to this person ever again? I don't remember. I wonder. Seek and you shall destroy. No. Somebody disarm me. Ooh, a piece of heart. That's 3 pieces of heart. Let me actually mark that one down. That's technically piece of heart number 6. Cool. Okay, so let's keep going. I wish that getting a piece of heart actually made it so that the rest of your hearts would fill up, but unfortunately not the case. Okay, hopefully we can find a heart around here and not bother everyone with this beeping sound for too much longer. Ooh, there's a stone tablet there. Oh no. That vulture came out of nowhere. Even though the game knows that I enjoy vulture culture to level from Donkey Kong Country, it decided to attack us in that fashion. Matters not though. Did we actually miss any part of the desert? I mean, I know that we missed the sides, but you know what? We'll come back in this direction so we can explore some more at that point. Let's go to the library. Whoa. So of course, don't bug that person, even though they are clearly Terran from Link's Awakening. Oh my gosh, I keep just randomly running into these folks. Ouch. Ah, stop hurting me, please. And that's no good. As Sonic would say, that is no good. Where are you? Got him. Wait a second, what is this place? No, we're in the right location. There's just another little lake in the middle over here. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, just... could you... fighting in this game, it's all because of the little sword, you know? Little sword. One thing that I am totally not doing, which I should be doing, is using the Pegasus boots. What is this place? Oh. Wait a second. What is that meadow in the... Okay, I remember. I remember now. Now let's go into the secret meadow. The secret of the cloud. Just the way in which these folks approach you is so difficult to fight them off. Oh my god, my goodness. Hey. Alright, the boy that played the flute. Very sad. You know what? We got ads starting in about 3 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break right here. And after that, we're going to take an ad break. And then we will come back with some more The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. So here's hoping that you'll stick around. See you on the other side. And hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, Beer Goggles 21, alias Maximus. And tonight we're playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. That is the Game Boy Advance version. We're on the way to the local library because we need a book. And the reason we need a book is because we need to decipher the language that's in front of the second dungeon. So let's try and do that. Let's try not to get destroyed on the way there. And we just witnessed the Flute Boy, which of course is one of the mysteries of the game, up until the point where we go to the Dark World. Nice. Oh come on! No! We just got ricocheted. Okay, we made it to the Kakariko village. I think. Wait, what is this? Oh, the treasure game. No thanks. I choose not to gamble. Well, I guess one of the things that we can do now that we have the running shoes is we can actually get the running man. Yeah, let's get the running man. And of course the book is right there. Really the trick is just to give a good old ram to the bookcase. Voila. And actually this is what prompted me to ask the question of the night: can you read other languages? Because I knew that I was going to find this book, and of course this actually allows us to read the hieroglyphs across Hyrule. And so I kind of just think about the fact, wouldn't it be nice if you could like learn a language immediately by like having a book? Like that would be solid, right? You found the Book of Medora. You can use it to read the ancient language of the Hylia. I think that is the one reference that they make to the Book of Medora across the Legend of Zelda timeline, at least as far as I know. So yeah, let me check if I'm missing like a piece of heart, because I'm sure that I had 2 from this place. Where's the running man? There he is. Wait. Why did I just suddenly stop? Maybe I have to approach them from a different... Whoa. That is fast. That's not helping anyone. Oh, just because they left, I guess they won't appear again, huh? Let's try one more time. Why do I hit my boomerang? That is so obnoxious. Okay, let's try from this side. Maybe it might be a little more... They don't appear from that side, I guess. I don't want to scare him from this way, so let's go on this side. I have an idea that this might not work. Wait. What am I missing here? Maybe I should try and approach him with the B button. How about that? Oh my gosh. Maybe I need to... Can I start conversation with all the buttons? Let me actually check that first before I try again. Because I know that the trick is to actually talk to them. Where's the person that won't attack me? In one of these houses, probably. There, this kid. No, and so the button, of course, is A, but then that just shoots our boomerang. That's the problem. Oof, that was close. My goodness. This is my favorite Zelda game, but now I want the Link's Awakening style remake. Yeah, so I read your post online, and I was very happy to hear that you're enjoying Link's Awakening, Jurassic. Do you mind sharing how far you've made it in that adventure? It is kind of interesting that they decided to go with that style. It almost reminds me of like Playmobil dolls. This is not the way. But yeah, it would be fun if they were to actually do that, right? What am I doing? Oh dear. Maybe let's go into this house. Maybe try that. Try it that way. There. He's right there. Oh. Okay, we'll get him. We'll get him. I love the fact that a lot of folks are suggesting that this is their favorite Zelda game. That's really cool. Oh, gee. Okay, maybe this side. Ooh, that was so close. I'm up to level 8 Turtle Rock. That's awesome. So Turtle Rock, I feel like dungeons 7 and 8 are probably the ones that are the most complex, but I feel like they're also just satisfying to get through. The Eagle's Tower and Turtle Rock are just, even though I remember as a kid playing them and just having a hard time trying to navigate them, I very much look forward to those whenever I get to that part. Wow, this guy is so fast. But I feel like I'm very close. Yes, I can't believe you caught me. With your speed, it must have been easy to kidnap Zelda. You don't look like such a bad guy though. Anyway, because you have such quick feet, it might be a good idea to run and bash into many things. For example, the trees in this village have many useful things hanging in their branches. Well, just try it, okay? Honestly, I thought that he was going to do more than that. But beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, let me spot the 2 locations where I thought I had collected heart pieces. One of them was the Thieves' Den. And so we went downstairs over here. And yeah, like there was a cave right here. Yeah, we got it. And cheers, we got it. So then the other location, if I recall correctly, was a little bit to the west. Yeah, the 7th dungeon kicked up the complexity a notch for sure. I think at least in the original release of Link's Awakening, there is a way for you to actually tear down the 4 pillars before you actually even enter level number 3. I haven't done that. I wasn't able to do that during my last gameplay. But yeah, I feel like you can actually play that dungeon a couple of ways. It's a good time. Okay, so we were in here. Was there a piece of heart here? I'm confused. Let me look at my quick handy guide for just a minute. So that's the Lost Woods. Piece of heart number 1. We haven't gotten the one in the Lost Woods. Piece of heart number 3. Piece of heart number 4 is the one for the maze. And then the one that I thought I had was number 5. Legend to the wall. Bomb the left wall. Let me try it one more time. Do 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 do. Oh, wait a second. This is bomb ball. That's what I missed. I'm totally surprised that I missed that. Oh no, don't do that. Let's activate. Let our powers combine. There it is. I think we're gonna get a full heart now. Oh my. So we have an extra heart, and we are stronger for that. We're all the stronger for it. Cool. So now I want to get one more piece of heart, which apparently happens to be in the Lost Woods. Let's go over there. Not going from this side, of course. I'm actually a little bit terrified of the Lost Woods. I'm not gonna lie. I remember, and it's not just the difficulty of the enemies in the Lost Woods. It just so happened to be the fact that when I was a kid, I remember playing this game. I specifically remember that I rented it with my brother, and we like picked an advanced save file, and they were like I think in the Lost Woods, and it seemed to me like such a confusing place with the weird music and this and that, and I haven't been able to ever shake that particular feeling. It's just like being lost and not, I don't know. It's it's a bit silly. I'll admit that. Let's go to this house over here. Maybe try to find an entrance from there. Got them. There's more than a few ways to get to the Lost Woods. Well, let's try this entrance right now. Go in, go in. Why? Ooh, who are you? Hey kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard that one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance to the desert. Yeah, I think I met them and they gave me a bunch of money. Ooh, and there's the piece of heart that I'm looking for, I think. And so the entrance must be here. There we go. We got, at this point we have 5 pieces of heart. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let me go ahead and mark that one off. Cool. Okay, I think that's as many pieces of heart as we can get before going to the second before going on to the next dungeon. Or actually there's one more at the, right next to the sanctuary, if you all remember that. Remember the sanctuary? Let's see, Link's Awakening has been pretty easy so far, so I'm assuming the remake has added some hint quality of life updates. You know it has. The nice, I want to say, for those of everyone out there who played the original Link's Awakening and the DX remake, the biggest, greatest change that the Switch remake made was that whenever you get a power acorn or a piece of power, it'll actually let you skip the text. Now that is quality of life. But yeah, of course I'm just being a little jokey. They did a few nice things with it though. And this, of course, is not the Master Sword. This is it, the Master Sword. No, this can't be it. Too bad. Too bad, you lost your machine. And I think we're out. I would like to say that we're back in safety, but no. As long as there's a number of guards surrounding us, it's gonna be difficult to navigate this entire area of the map. Let's stay away from these creatures. What is this? Oops, sorry. Hey, it was them or me, I say. And what is this location? Oof. Oh wait, lumberjacks. And maybe it's nothing, but this tree feels kind of strange as we cut it. Maybe you should stop cutting it then. Yo, Ailes, a mysterious fog has recently fallen over the forest. We have to be careful. I like the fact that they call me Yo, Ailes. It's like we're friends. I like having friends. Oh, another entrance to the woods. Ooh, beautiful. Wait, do I have enough, Oh gosh, I pressed the wrong button. Let's try and trap it. No. Oh, did it just disappear? Why is me? I'm gonna be upset. There's no way to actually get the fairy back. Ouch. What is this? Ooh. For 100 rupees, I'll let you open one chest and keep the treasure that is inside. What will you do? I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I see. Too bad. Drop by again after collecting rupees. What a nice thief. I mean, I don't actually know that they're thieves. They're just wearing like a little hoodie thing. It could just be a stylistic choice, you know? Oh, we were here already. You know what? There's no need for us to be in the Lost Woods. Like I said, let me go find the sanctuary and get that other piece of heart. Oh, and there, I'm guessing this is the lumberjack's house. What if I run into this? It doesn't work right now, but I know that later when the lumberjacks leave, I think you can actually take that tree down. Maybe, but the House of Lumberjacks, A and B and Q, bumpkin. Now why do you have to be mean like that? Why do you have to be so cruel? Oh, this is the third brother. I have no strength left. I can't cut the trees like the giants, but I am very good at riddles. Okay, so what's your riddle? How could you sit there and tell me I've got lots of good riddles, Ailes, and then refuse to tell me what your riddle is? I don't know. Here's hoping that you're having an amazing Wednesday, by the by. Let's go on. Or at the very least, it's ending. Oh, come on. Why? I am not having a great Wednesday. Come, stop that. Okay, so sanctuary. Ooh, there we go. Cha-cha. Ooh, what was that sound? And there's our piece of heart. We have half a heart more. Let me go ahead and check this one off. Piece of heart number 7. Where's heart number 8? I'll try the Desert Palace. Okay. Interesting. So how do we get... No, we got that one. We got that one. Oh, it's the one... It's the one in Kakariko Village. The one with the brothers that have you play that game. I'm gonna try and do it with the Pegasus boots, but I can't imagine that it is that simple without the Titan's mitt or power glove. I'll try it out. I make no promises. Hold on just a second. I gotta remind myself of something. It's funny how I happen to be messaging my partner through a messaging app, and she could just very easily walk in here and tell me. Oh well, that's how it goes. So let me try and get the piece of heart from that game. I think it's over yonder, here. So we go over here. And so the idea is to actually use our speed to try and make it to the goal in under 15 seconds. So let's try it out. Run. Oh my gosh, I am taking so long over here. "14 seconds, nice! You qualified, congratulations." Yes, my just desserts, as they say. You found a piece of heart. So now we have 7 pieces of heart, and we are basically 1 heart piece away from another full heart. The last one is actually in the desert, heart piece number 8. And let me just take a quick look at it. Have to have the access to the desert palace. So let's go ahead and go to the desert palace. Feeling pretty accomplished right about now. Pretty happy. But yeah, let's go all the way to the desert palace. This is madness. I can't ever like attack them with a proper angle here. I wish we had a fairy fountain that I could access. I'm sure that I am close by near one, but I don't actually recall where they are. Okay. Let's try that little temple at the bottom. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. Not this time. Why is it that I have the bug catching net on? So goofy. Okay, nice. Boom. Oh, come on, just... Would you stop flying into me? These guys are crazy. Okay, so let's go into this temple. I don't know that there was fairies in here, but... maybe? No, this was not it. Never mind. It would have been nice, though. Would have been nice. Okay, and the thing that we can't do, of course, is bug the man with the sign. Sign man, you have won this battle. Maybe there's one here, right? Potentially? Well, the big fairy anyways. Okay. And these things don't release fairies, huh? That's unfortunate. Next time, Gadget. Next time. Okay, so let's go to the entrance to the Desert Palace. I'm going to just try and run it because I don't want to face the mud people. Oh gosh. There it is. And let's go in. Wait, how do I use the book? Talk, read. Oh, there it is. Nice. You actually have to select it, that's clever. To open the way forward, make your wish here and it will be granted. Delicious golden light beer. Very nice. And so now we've gained entry to the Desert Palace. We don't actually want to go here yet though. I think the idea is that you want to step out. Bear west and south and west through that door. There's a second door that actually leads outside. So let's start the Desert Palace. And eventually we will be able to make our way out. I don't remember much about the Desert Palace. I feel like when I think about the first 3 dungeons of The Legend of Zelda, I think of the Eastern Palace, I think of the Tower of Hera, but not the Desert Palace as much. I don't know. This does follow the long tradition of Nintendo games having the second level be a desert level. It was the case in Super Mario 2, it was the case in Super Mario 3. And etc. Also, Gobi's Valley. I guess I don't need the book anymore. Oh my gosh. That's a laser. It's a little light bulb that blinks. And of course, we are enjoying some delicious water. Delicious. Move, 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 move. Hide behind the pillar. That thing will kill ya. Oh my gosh. And I think that's quicksand. But we can cross it if it's not active. Sounds like a cannon of some sort. I get so stressed with the laser eye guys. Yeah, and you know, they're the same in, what is it called? Link's Awakening. It is kind of just this idea that sometimes you think that you're hiding properly, but sometimes you're not. And so it's not necessarily the most simple mechanic to remember. But yeah, I feel that. I totally feel that. Yes, that's been happening to me. Yeah, and it's a little obnoxious because you assume that you're, like I said, safe, but you just have to keep on the move, unfortunately. Like in this situation, none of those bottles actually protect me. Oh my gosh. So kind of just have to stay one step ahead, unfortunately. You can't really do that every time, though. I don't think you can defeat these, like... Ah! There's a button. Yes. Go. Ooh, wait. Oh, I remember. It's locked. If only I had the big key. And of course the big key is kept by the big five. You might be able to open it. And getting hit in the doorway thinking I'm safe. Oh yeah, that happens a lot too. I feel like at least the earlier Legend of Zelda games, there's a few instances where at least a couple of games have it where you assume that you're safe in the doorway, but you never really are. All right, let's turn it on with the lamp. The lamp. I thought that was gonna do something. Was I being silly? Well, at the very least, we know where the big treasure is. And that's something. Knowing is half the battle. Uh-oh. Yowza. Just keep going, just keep going. Press a button. Oh my gosh, this just came from behind me. Okay, let's keep going. Blasted things. Use my shield. Okay, it is safe. No! Oh my, wow. I totally was not ready for that one. Ah, jeez. Wait a second. Oh, right, I think this is the other door that I was looking for. Just say yes. Yes to the dress. I really like it when dungeons in some of these Zelda games have more than one exit. Nice, heart level increased. And it kind of just makes you feel like the dungeon is a bit more logical. If somebody was building a dungeon, they would probably have it have more than one entrance, exit sort of thing. I don't know. I feel like that would be a thing. I guess stay tuned for Ael's making his own dungeon someday. The Corgi dungeon. Okay, so let me save. And let's go back in. Continue, please. We've got about 30 minutes left. Oh my gosh. What happens if I turn on those lights? Light 'em up, light 'em up, Run away, run away. That did nothing. What was the point of that? Actually, now that I think about it, can I defeat these creatures with the bow and arrow? I bet that's not how it works. No, it doesn't. It does nothing. Ooh. But there's a secret door. Yes, thank goodness for me pushing on that random block. Let's keep it safe in a bottle. So we have as much safety nets as we can. We have the most amount of hearts that we can have up until this point. And we've also got 2 fairies in bottles, so I think we're in a good spot right here. Let's keep going. Watch out for the eye demon. And let's go. Oh, why did I get hit? Let's put on our boomerang back on. The boomerang. Nice. Just some arrows, nothing particularly interesting to speak of. Nothing really to look at over here. And of course the big chest is right over there. Really the places that we haven't looked are the east wing and the north side of this basement floor. I guess we're in the basement, huh? Imagine that. Just go. Let's go to the east wing before we go north. Oof. How did I get hit twice? I thought I had some invincibility frames. Where are my iframes? And here you need a key, of course. Let's see if we can find the key in this floor. Would you stop it? would you knock it off? Ooh. There's another exit right here. Let's check it out. And this actually just leads us outside. It doesn't actually go anywhere else, unfortunately. I'm assuming that that is just a quick way to leave. But let's take it. See what's there. Right, this is right outside the dungeon. So nothing particularly great over here. It's just a quick exit. Let's go back in. Oh no, do I have to open it again? Yes sirree, Bob. Yes, yes. So we are not taking the quick exit anymore. I don't think we need it. I like the stones are circling me as much as the vulture is circling me. Go in. Okay, so let's get the boomerang back on. And like I said, what I really need to do is find a way to... Let's go north at this point. I feel like we've explored the sides enough. Let's go north. Ay, 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 ay. What is this? Oh. And there's a blockade there, and there's a blockade there as well. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Nice. Got it. And there's one of those Armos Knights, if I recall correctly. Let's try and get them with arrows. Come on. Nice. The nice thing about those particular enemies is that they really only take the one hit, as long as your arrows fly true. I'm trying to get the other creature. Oh my gosh, why did I press that button? Okay. Ooh, beautiful. And here's the map. Where do you wish to go? Clearly they were getting ready for you to miss several times. Nothing particularly of interest here. I wonder what happens if we light up the candelabra chandeliers. Brazier? I think they call bread. You know what? I'm not gonna say that word. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna try to light these up. Yeah, nothing really. Unfortunately. And of course, if you are following what we're drinking today, we're enjoying a delicious golden light ale from Brabus Brewing. It's a non-alcoholic beer. So to your health. And my can is moving by itself once again. Very interesting. Interesting how that goes. So at the very least now we have the map. This should actually reveal the rooms that we haven't accessed just yet. Let's go up. Oof. And stay away from the line of fire. Ring of fire. Oh, wow. Let's... Swirling blade technique. Did anything... What? That's it? Nothing? Come on. What a mean trick. Let's go all the way to the other side. Okay, this door. I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe. Ooh, there's a tablet. Ails, it is I, Sazrella. Be sure to find the treasures hidden in each dungeon. That... Oh, a key. Wait, get the thing. Yes. Let's go. Giddy up. Now we can actually use this key to enter the door on the east side. Na 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 na, east side. You know the song. Run, just keep running. Run away. Beautiful. Ooh, big treasure. Big treasure, big money. No, why does that thing keep hitting me? I wish there was a way to just destroy that thing, even if it was just like a bomb or something like that. The compass. You found the compass, now you can pinpoint the lair of the dungeon's evil master. What if they're not evil? What if they're just misunderstood, though? You never know. Okay, now we can actually go north. Go, go, go. Oh. Oh gosh. Go. Why did I just randomly stop? Just go! Oh my gosh. And we got the big key, beautiful. So with this, we can actually go and get that big treasure. I wonder if there's like an actual way to do that safely, you know? Now if I recall correctly, the big treasure is all the way to the west. Yes. So let's go all the way over there. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Don't stop me now. Oh dear, please. Ladies and gentlemen, for the life of me, let's get that brick treasure, and then maybe we can get some of those fairies. Maybe, possibly. Yes. And look at that, we've got the power glove. Now we've got the power. Like Lucas once said, it's so bad. You can pick up and carry stones now. You can feel strength in both of your hands. I like it. I like your style, power glove. But yeah, like I said, let's go out the east exit. Ah, this thing is too fast. So now we should be able to move those pesky stones, at the very least the light colored green ones. Go away, go away, go away. At least I'm safe inside my mind. Go. Nice, nice. And let me go get the bug catching net. Keep it in a bottle. And get this fairy. Now let's step outside. Why don't you go ahead and step outside for me? Okay, so if I recall correctly, we go over here. And yes, this should be the continuation of the dungeon. Let's put the boomerang back on. Nice, so now we can actually lift stones. And what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna save the game before we continue the fight. No. Hide behind this rock. Yes. Okay, so there really shouldn't be too much more, too much more of a puzzle here. I think this is actually fairly straightforward once we actually enter maybe the final door. No, actually, never mind. There's a whole nother second floor. Scratch that. I clearly was not... Whoa. Okay, I remember these blocks from Link's Awakening. Wait, how do I protect myself if the shield is not doing anything? Just run away? Oh, this is madness. How do you even... Oh, thank goodness. Ooh, a key. There's no switch. Oof. Bit the dust right there. Thank goodness for fairies. You know, now that I realize it, we got the key. We could have just gone right through. Let me try and get fairies again, because I feel like that was a wasted effort. Just in case... Oh. Oh, man. Oh. That is painful. That is painful right there. And it's also just the fact that you have to do this thing all over again. Yes, I know, I know. Can we just skip the thing, please? That is so goofy. So many mistakes in like a single motion. It's like, number one, you could have just gone through the little flying shields if you would have simply kept going with the key that you had. That's not the way. Ugh. These things are so frustrating. Okay. Let's keep going. I think it's this way. Right? No, this actually just leads us to the big treasure. Relentless. No! Here. Okay, and then in order to get the fairies over here, push this block. Let's get the bug catching net. Nice. Keep it in a bottle, please. And now let's keep going. Now the question is, will we be able to actually beat the dungeon by tonight, the end of tonight's session? I don't know, ads are looming, ads are about us. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see how far we can actually get. And push a block. Wait. Really? Ah, what a waste. Okay, key. Whew. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you can't simply hold your shield up and you know that they would actually be able to deflect the flying blocks, you know? I think we have to defeat all the enemies. No, 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 no. Okay, nice. Stay here. Let's go. Ah, so many of these eye things. It's crazy. Behind here. I'm going to say that there's no point in lighting these up. There never is, for some reason. Unless... Oh, there's a key here, which means that we probably do need to light those up. Okay, here goes nothing. Whoa, just lift up the thing. What are you doing? What are you doing with my life? Oh my gosh. Why is me? I am error. Okay, that should have lit up all of them, right? Oh, the first one. Just go, just go, just... It didn't work. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Is it the order in which I'm doing them? Is that something? The key was right there. The fire had nothing to do with it. It was just the key. Oh no, not again. Did I learn my lesson? Key. How about a fairy? No, of course not. Let's just go face the nightmare. Speaking of which, what a nightmare. Okay, can we get some health back, please? Ooh, we need some arrows. Get this person. Hello? Oh, that was close. That was close. I'll admit that. Come on. Nice. Okay, so this is definitely a puzzle where we have to light up these fires. So let's go get that fire. Time fire, as they say. The truth shall reveal itself. And let's get the rest of this beer. Once again, a non-alcoholic golden ale. Almost as good as a conventional golden ale. As I like to say, all my love too long ago. Let me go ahead and snooze ads. There is a chance that this will actually prove worthless, but we gotta give it a shot. We gotta give it a shot. Continue game. And you know what? I don't know. I think these are worms or something like that, right? Welcome in I go. Good to see you. We're about to face the second dungeon monster. Thank you for the one more time. And as long as we don't get hit, we'll be okay. And of course, we immediately get hit. Oof. Ran right at me. Gotta try and stay one step ahead. Oh, this is not boding well for old ales. Wow, these things are definitely taking hits. You could say I'm impressed if I wasn't so annoyed. And I think the things that are hitting me are just the random stones. Oh my gosh. If I can just defeat one, it'll be that few less stones. Wow. Not a single one of them is going down. This is wild. Wild on E, as they say. If I could just, like, shield against the stones, it would be so much better. Okay, one of them is down. Thank goodness. Fairy? No fairy. Dear. Got him. Yeah, these things are definitely sturdy. Like I said, I'm kind of just impressed by how many hits they take. Oof. Ate that one right there. Ouch. Okay, we're going down, aren't we? One more. No fairies. What? It shoots at 8 directionally? Okay, this is definitely more dangerous than before. Oof. Oh dear. That was so close. Yeah, sure, save and continue. How far are we on time? Do we actually have time for one more? We got ads in about 3 minutes, so we don't have any fairies, unfortunately. You know what? We'll probably just leave it. Maybe we'll just leave it right here. Yeah, I think we've been going for about 2 hours. I really don't want to snooze ads again. Let's leave it right here. We'll pick it up here next time. I hate to end it on a sour note, but honestly, I have to go get fairies. I'm gonna try that fight again. So, might as well try next time when we're a bit more energized. Let's go back to intermission. Okay. You know, despite the fact that this particular session ended in loss, I do feel like we made some good progress. We got the Book of Medora, and then we got 2 solid heart pieces. So definitely, I think we definitely did good. Nothing to sneeze at. We completed most of the second palace, and this will actually just give us the ability for next time to simply just go in there, finish the second palace, and move on now that we have the power glove. So I think it'll be a good session. If you are interested in this silly corner of the internet where I stream, I don't know why you do, but I appreciate you. I generally stream on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, I'm streaming Link's Awakening, and of course, then I also stream on Fridays. And these days, on Fridays, I'm streaming both Final Fantasy VIII as well as Monster Hunter Wilds. If you're interested in my schedule, feel free to follow me on the socials. I generally post it there. And I mostly talk about my schedule on Blue Sky, just in case you're interested. But yeah, before I let you go, let me go ahead and find somebody to raid. Who's a good raid target right now? Let me see. Just a second here, folks. There's a couple of folks that I could raid, I suppose. You know what? Let me see if I can actually raid. Ooh, I know exactly who. Let's raid Eyes on B, because she raided us last week, and you know what? I don't think it's like a raid for a raid sort of thing, but it'll be nice. I think it'll be nice. It'll be a nice gesture at the very least. Thank you so much for being here, Jurassic. I appreciate the banter, and I really hope I really hope that you continue to enjoy Link's Awakening. Let me go ahead and set up this raid. Let's see, search and filter. Eyes on B. And she is playing Wild Arms 2, which is an awesome RPG, a Wild West RPG. Now, if you're interested in participating in terms of a raid message, this is the one for viewers, and then this is the one for followers. Let's go ahead and give B a warm hello. And yeah, that, as they say, is that. As I like to end these things, stay thirsty, LPAC. We will see you again.